Do you find like your friends, your family, they know you like BTS? How
Yeah,
do
of
they
course.
how do they feel about it?
My family, I am living with my son and my husband. They fully support me, and during the comeback season, they they are also playing streaming music videos and streaming songs on Melon or something. So they are, I call them half army.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my son, he is also voting for
Wow.
me. but but other people, they don't care about being an army. And some of my friends, they don't understand. and and I saw, sometimes I saw a kind of how can I say, laughing at
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making
So
fun.
mm, so I was not happy.
Yeah. I have a friend like that.
Mm.
I, and
and
once I was
and
like,
the,
you can't
and
do it.
they are friends, they are my friends, but they don't read my books. They don't read my book, and they don't watch what I am saying at uh, my talk. So they don't understand, and they don't want to understand me. So yeah, I these days I feel closer to armies than to friends in my real life
Yeah.
sometimes.
I,
Mm,
I know exactly how you feel.
mm,
I was telling my mom about it, and I was like, she said, but how can you be so connected to people you haven't met?
mm,
Like, we're connected, we're friends. It's real friends because they accept you and they like the same things you do, and you have something to talk to. Or sometimes my friends here, they don't care, they don't understand, they think it's a joke. So it can be really hard.
mm.
But
And yeah, and sometimes after publishing my book, there were some rumors or just talk behind my back, uh, something like this. She wants to may want to sell many books, many copies, so she used BTS, or she wants to appear on television, so she wrote that book, and she betrayed her research, something like that.
wow.
Yeah, so I was several times, I was very upset and frustrated, and they were very suspicious about my research, even my research. So I was very unhappy with that, but there were more people who appreciate and who understand me. So I decided to neglect that ignorant and narrow-minded people. Yeah, go away.
Yes.
and and these days I'm quite happy with armies.
As someone who read your book and have
Mm,
a copy of it, it's not here, it's in a bar. I currently live at my parents' house, but before that I had my own house. And so
mm,
a lot of my stuff is packed. So
mm.
your book is packed there.
Thank you.
Otherwise it would be here on the shelf. But as someone who read your book, there's so much research, and you can see how hard you worked and how scientific it is. How it's not just, like a Tamar Herman's book, which is like, it is a book just to make money from BTS.
Mm,
That has nothing special about it. Your book has so much research and explanations and thoughts, and it's so interesting to read, that
thank you.
clear that anyone who says it's just for money, or that you sold out your research, didn't read it.
Mm.
It's such a good book, and it's so interesting.
I'm so happy to hear that.
I know I'm not the only one saying. I know that ARMY as a community, we really like that book and appreciate the effort you put into it.
And I believe BTS will be registered in history, not just K-pop history, in music history or history in general. And my work can be appreciated
I
according to so now I am happy. But if I knew that kind of rumors and talking behind me could bring about, I may not write the book. It was quite hard before when I published it in April 2018 in Korean version, and maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm not sure. But after some time later, Pickett retweeted the article about my book. But during the very short time, many armies didn't like my book or didn't know anything about my book. They were also very suspicious. But after Pickett retweeted the article, that kind of suspicion went away, and I became very, very happy. Yeah.
Do you think you'll do a second book?
As you may know, my book is about the structure of ARMY's network or connection, and the artistic practices between ARMY and BTS. So if there is a change in the structure, I can write another book. But for now, there is not a change in the structure.
Yeah.
So I don't have any plan to write another book on BTS and ARMY. Yeah.
What do you think it is about BTS that makes ARMY be this network and not hierarchy? Like, why BTS are so special that they have a fandom like ARMY connected?
Maybe I think you know that reason, and ARMYs know that why BTS is so special. They are not just a superstar in the sky.
Yeah.
They feel like friends in my neighbor, and in real life I can't access to them, but in my imagination they feel like a neighbor and my friends, and I can talk to them about my worries and my feelings and my happiness or my struggles, because they also talk about their feelings, experiences, and their thoughts to us. So I feel like we are exchanging our thoughts and our emotions and we build our experience together. So that is a history of BTS and ARMY. So, and in that relationship, actually, I don't like sincerity, the word sincerity. So in my life, I don't normally talk about that person is a sincere person. I don't like that kind of expression.
Yeah.
But I don't have any other way to describe our relationship as sincere.
Yeah.
That sincere and authentic. We know it is real. We all know that it is not fake. But all the journalists are suspicious about our relationship.
Yeah.
They always ask me, how can you so sure about the relationship is so authentic and sincere, not fake? Yeah, it is very difficult to explain in words, but we all know that.
We all know that.
Yeah,
That
we all
book has
know that.
ARMY on his network.
Yeah. Whenever I see Jungkook or whenever I listen to Jungkook's voice, I don't know why, but my heart is melting down, and sometimes I cry whenever I listen to his voice. I don't know why. Maybe it is a disease, almost pandemic. we all deny vaccination.
Yeah. I think, like you said in recently on TV, that usually companies would have like this person in charge that the company will talk to, and then that person will talk to the fans and tell them what to do, what to tweet. And
Yeah.
Big Hit didn't do that.
Yes.
Uh, do you think that's part of why ARMY and BTS have such a special connection?
Yeah, yeah, I think that is also a very important point in BTS ARMY relationship, because BTS are BTS are doing their tweets by themselves, not by the order from the upper higher person.
Yes. I don't
So
think I don't think anyone in Big Hit told
yeah,
Namjoon to put a picture of his feet or Tae to put a picture of him without a shirt on in
it's
the middle
it's
of the
not
night.
so they can show, so BTS can show their real face, sometimes real toes and everything, so we can see their real faces and real hearts. So armies can make a relationship with BTS more horizontally than with any other artist or groups. I know in Korean big companies that release idol groups, there are some rules. So there are some rules the idol groups have to obey. For example, before 3 years of their their debut,
Mhm.
they cannot choose, or they cannot do whatever they want for their album,
Mhm.
something like that. But BTS is quite different from the beginning. So Namjoon, Yoongi, Hoseop, and every other members wrote their lyrics and their songs. That
Mhm.
is the critical difference from other artists from Korean idol industry. So through their lyrics and through their songs, we can relate to them, and we can feel what they are talking to us. So every day we feel like we are communicating with them, even if they don't tweet for
Yeah.
a week or for several days. We do communicate almost every day through their songs, listening to their songs. So without having what is that, the central,
Yeah, like the top of the pyramid.
yeah. So we can interact horizontally,
Mhm.
and we don't have to uh, we don't have to be under the hierarchical
Yeah.
structure. So yeah, in that kind of respect, I really admire Bang PD.
Yeah.
I think he is a quite good adult, good person, who can give a freedom and space to their young artist. It is quite hard, but Bang PD gave them the
Yeah.
space and freedom. I really admire that aspect.
어쩜 이 밤의 표정이 이토록 아름다워